I've talked a lot about nostalgia on this channel before. It can be a great way to relive the good old days, and while there are some fantastic works in the gaming world, a good majority of them seem to have come from the so-called retro era. Many developers look to take inspiration from something that's been proven to be a hit in the past and make their own interpretation of it. An upcoming game is looking to do exactly that, but is this something that will bring back those nostalgic feelings, or does it fall short? Stay tuned to find out. Developed and published by the two-man team Skull Studio, Last Moon is an action RPG inspired by classic titles of the 90s, with the main one having to be The Legend of Zelda. In this game, you explore a ruined world riddled with dangers, facing tainted creatures, and upgrading your abilities to make you stronger for what is to come. Including a local co-op mode to play with a friend, it's up to you to bring peace to this corrupted world. As mentioned before, there's no doubt that the biggest inspiration for Last Moon has to be the Legend of Zelda franchise. But as I played, I noticed a few hints of another mega blockbuster game, given that you can roll, fight big bosses, and can rest and respawn at a campfire. In all honesty though, I think Last Moon is an homage to many games that undoubtedly meld really well together. But through this process, it seems to me that the biggest detractor to the game is the lack of a real identity and a draw to make me stay invested in the experience. The story itself was a little bare, and the little direction given to the player ended with me running around hoping that I was sort of headed in the right direction. There were many areas to explore and hidden alcoves to find, but I was really never sure what it was that I was doing. And to be frank, as I progressed, I started to care less and less about the motive of the characters. A game like the original Zelda did well enough in not holding your hand and not giving you any real exposition, but there was a goal of some sort to run across. The various dungeons littered around the map informed the player to keep an eye out for the rest in order to proceed, and while there are some questionable design choices like which random walls to bomb and what tree to burn down, it instilled the idea to search for these locations. Last Moon, on the other hand, sends you out on a quest with no real goals aside from stumbling upon new characters to free them from their imprisonment. The addition of new weapons unlocking new paths is a great Metroidvania aspect to add to the mix, and upgrading weapons requires you to gain experience points by using them, so it makes the player have to swap between them, but I always felt like combat was just a bit off. Whether it be the timing of getting hit by enemies as they pop out of the ground, not being exactly pointed in the right way to block an incoming attack, or the sometimes difficult timing of when you can and can't dodge an attack, it just made the whole experience kind of weird. One additional aspect to these demos that I end up taking into consideration is how they end. I feel like a good demo needs to have that wow factor that will make you want to come back when it fully releases. This can be in the form of a cliffhanger or being able to take on a boss of some sort, but as I wandered through the map, I ended up accidentally wrapping back to where I started and I was met with this. It should go without saying that this sort of ending is one that will always make me look upon the experience as a whole in a negative light. And alongside another demo I played recently, I have actually felt like I should take it upon myself to do a small series about how developers can improve their demos. But that'll be something to discuss at a different time. The main takeaway is that of all things that should be a priority in the short time given to the player, how it ends will always leave a lasting impression, whether that be a good one or a bad one. In the end, I felt like the time I spent with Last Moon was okay. While there was some decent nostalgia vibes around the experience, I don't believe it'll make any massive waves in the action RPG genre. The repetition of enemies, slight jankiness of combat, and the lack of a real hook in the demo makes it something that I will likely pass on, but I still think it will likely find its audience, so give it a shot if it seems like it's up your alley, as the demo is free to try and you can always have a different experience than I did. But with that, that'll be it for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another. Shoutouts go to Relativity, Naughty Dog is King, Chaos, and Kamikalo alongside all those subbed to the channel. The Improving Your Demo series is something I'm interested in working on, so if you want to have some influence on how it works, join the Discord with the link below. But either way, I will see you soon.